we're coming to the point now in the year where we're looking at how do you prepare for an exam? What do you do to make sure that all that work you've been putting in over the last year, over the last 2 years, is going to pay off in that hour exam, that 2-hour exam, that 3-hour exam that you're about to take? Exam preparation. At the top of the list is, here I put them on the board, reducing stress. You've got to reduce your stress levels. You could do some walking, you could do some breathing. If you know anything about yoga or meditation, now is the time to put this into practice. Also, when you're revising, don't think that you've got to revise in one place. Find different places to revise different subjects or different topics. The brain is amazing. It makes associations with the place where you revised and the new idea. So different places, different smells. Great for stimulating the memory. Oh, I learnt this in the kitchen. Oh, I learnt this outside, smelling the fresh grass. Great tip. If you're in an exam, or if you're in a place where you have to be still, curl and uncurl your toes. It gives you a little bit of exercise. Make sure you don't go to sleep. Schedule. Make sure you've got a clear schedule. And then practice that schedule. Practice. Make sure that all the things in your schedule are practical. Take regular breaks during your exam revision. Don't revise for a long period all at the same time. Equally, don't make sure your breaks are so long that actually you're doing more breaking than you are revising, and avoid distractions. I put it down here. Try to avoid video games. Video games at this time of year are not good, no matter how brilliant those video games may be. They're not good. They're distracting and they're addictive. They're going to take you off target. Work out what you know by practicing real exam questions. You do not know what you do not know, so the only way you're going to find out is by doing a real exam question, practicing, and that also gives you the chance to see how well you can do in a timed period. So timed exam questions are useful. Plan your use of the time. So during the exam, when you go into the exam, you ought to know how long you're going to spend on each question, how many questions there are. This shouldn't be a surprise for you when you get into the exam. Self-belief. We've got these things here. Self-belief is number 6 here. But actually before that, I was going to say, do your exam practice, at least in part, with a friend. There's no better way to convince yourself or to know that you know something than to explain it to a friend. Self-belief, very, very important. You need to believe in yourself. Don't be unrealistic, but believe that you can do it. And again, you need to overcome the problems. Exam preparation is a little bit like a rehearsal. In a stage rehearsal, you're not necessarily going through what you're going to do on stage. You're going through the things which you will never do on stage. Get them out of the way. Get those problems out of the way before you get into the exam. And the only way you're going to do that is by practicing your exam questions. Now, on the exam day, some don'ts. Don't work all night. Cramming really doesn't work. In fact, there was a study in Texas which said that if you spend an all-nighter, if you stay up all night revising, it's going to take you 4 days to recover from that, because it's going to interfere with your REM sleep, that rapid eye movement sleep, which is very important to us. It's a good idea to read the most difficult thing that you want to remember the moment before or before you go to bed. Don't do it in the morning, do it the night before. And you will, I promise you, you will remember that in the exam. So don't work all night. Know the location of your exam. Know what the equipment is that you've got to have in the exam. Know the rules. Leave your house early. Make sure you're there on time. Avoid coffee and nicotine. We've got these things here. LERN, location, equipment, rules, no nicotine. Don't wind each other up. Don't spend your time pretending that you can predict what's going to be in the exam. You almost certainly can't. And the most important thing comes back to the point we started with about stress. Relax. Learn how to relax. And most of that is about breathing, walking, Some exercise, cardio exercise is good. Running, dancing, jumping, jogging, building up your energy levels takes down your stress levels. Eat properly. Superfoods, fish, seeds, nuts, yogurt, blueberries. Try to avoid stupid foods. They're going to clog you up. And also the mind works with pictures. So arrange things in different places on your notes, flow charts, spider graphs. If you can draw it, you can think it, and you can remember it. So for now, good luck in your exams. All the very best.